I guess about 5 minutes later, the guy came, and I said, "Well, I thought he would come pretty soon, but I don't want to say we can start at 5:45, and then it's a late because it shows you on the map what stop he's at. But I didn't want to, who knows how long that takes. But
No
so
problem. You said 6 and I went to do something else.
that's
You
what I
know me.
figured. No, seriously, that's what I told everyone. I said, of course, get something done. And I said, but I wanted to
Yeah.
start sooner than later. This way, you can still get have your family dinner and get Adrian squared away and stuff. And
No, it's okay. His dad is taking over. They're having a bath soon, so all is
oh,
good.
good, good.
Happy birthday week. Happy birthday week for both of us.
Right.
So
Now, what day is yours?
Wednesday the 4th.
You're the fourth. You're before
Yeah.
me. Okay, and I'm the sixth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You and Adrian both the fourth. That's
Yes,
right.
we are entering the celebratory month in our
Yes.
family. It's first is me and my boy, then my husband, and my brother. No, my niece, my sister-in-law, my brother, and many of our friends.
And then your husband's friend that I met.
Yes, he's on the 10th.
He's the 10th.
Yes,
And my neighbor across the
yes.
street, she's the 15th. Another friend of mine. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I have another sister-in-law. She's the 12th.
she's the 12th.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, let the festivities
Yes.
begin. As my father would say, I have a Christmas season and a
And the
June
June
season.
season.
That's what he says.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's right. And
I hope everyone.
no, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I just want to say I hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's Moon in Leo. It's so fun and exciting and creative and a beautiful weekend. So how is it for you now?
Yeah, for me, I was just telling everyone we had a rainy. It's been rainy and cold and blustery because we're having storms in the middle of the country, severe storms. Tornadoes
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
so on. But the East Coast,
Oh
we're just
yeah.
having heavy rain, and I mean, really, it was really blowing up. Like it was all Auntie M. I thought we gonna, I mean, me and Toto were going for a little thing. It was so windy earlier, and but I was telling myself once I went downstairs to collect my delivery, it was calm and sunny. It cleared up, so it's nice. But energetically, I'm feeling it's just I feel like this will be at least this first week will be a chance to collect my collective breath.
Mhm.
It's a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
Yes.
Yes. Inhale, I can
Yeah.
exhale and just enjoy, the pending season and, the summer solstice coming because it just has
Hmm.
been so angsty since January. It's been so choppy,
Yeah.
choppy seas,
Yeah.
choppy seas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
feeling the air
Uh,
coming in to blow over some things,
Good.
at
Good.
least for a
I
minute. At
have
least for
been.
a minute.
Yeah. I have been
Hey, my
preparing
anniversary.
my June newsletter. So everybody who wants to subscribe, you have still a chance. It's going out tonight. And I was thinking about June. It's going to be very
Yeah.
dynamic. It's going to be lots of good days and some challenging days, but it's going to be very alive, very dynamic
Dynamic
month.
is the
Lots of things.
word. That is the word
Yes.
for this month, right? That is the word.
Yeah, yeah. So lots of things gonna happen, guys. So, but it's not. It's actually a lot of good things as well. So that's just overall month. But we are starting the month of June with a beautiful moon in Leo. Tomorrow is June 1st. Beautiful. The whole weekend, moon is making lovely aspects. Very creative, very fun, entertaining. I hope you're doing something that you enjoy, that you find pleasure in, that you find it fun. Use this weekend. Yeah, today is also still tomorrow. Today and tomorrow are really nice days. So whatever you want to do, put in the world out there in whichever form you find nice, you can and creative, you can do it. There you go. That's the weekend. And then we are entering June. June brings lots of goodies.
Yeah.
Uh, Jupiter goes into Cancer on the 9th, as you all guys know already. But Mars is also, he's going into Virgo finally. He was retrograde in Leo and Cancer for so long, since September last year. So we're finally having a fresh energy with this Mars in Virgo, just because, he wasn't in Virgo for a long time. So that's coming up on the 17th. I'm looking forward to that because it's coming, Mars in Virgo likes to do details. Like he's very precise. It's very
Of course.
mechanical,
Yeah.
right? So we might fine tune a bunch of stuff that we got this new Gemini moon, all these ideas. So I think when Jupiter goes into Cancer, I think our ideas are going to come. We're going to kind of start really nurturing the ones we chose,
Okay.
right? And then Mars will help us fine-tune everything and, make it prettier. You know how, for example, you have like a template and you just want to make the font is okay or the
Yes.
colors. Oh,
Yes.
just make it a little
Yeah.
bit like that. So that's why I like June, because I think we're going to come down from all this, and then choose
Yes.
something and work on it and just have it out there. So in
Good.
general, June in general. Yeah, and of course the new moon end of the month is beautiful. I know you're on a cruise with Anne. It's going to be amazing. This is also one of the nicest moons because Jupiter is with them, which is very rare to have Jupiter on the new moon with the new moon.
It's
That's
because
like a
it's a
blessing
new
in
moon
disguise.
in Cancer, correct? Right?
Yes.
New moon in Cancer. Yeah.
So
Oh, very
so
sweet. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because moon is in its sign with Jupiter there. Jupiter likes to be in Cancer. Everything is kind of really nice for that new moon. But that's end of the month. But still, I want to mention that,
And we'll be in the
there's always
water,
not.
and we'll be on the water. We'll be in the ocean. That's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting too.
that's true.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
I'm flying the next day. But you
Yes.
know what I'm gonna do for that new moon? Actually, on the night of the day, I'm by the lake. I'm just gonna go have a walk by the lake
Nice.
to and then I'm already in Croatia. I'm hopefully by the sea for the first quarter, so I can manifest it better.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes. Oh,
We'll see how it
interesting.
goes.
And then
Yeah.
I know we have Venus. We have Venus conjunct Chiron on the first.
Where is it?
Yeah,
Where
I
is
saw
it?
that. I just
Oh yes,
saw
yeah,
that
yeah,
as I
yeah.
was
You're
doing
right.
something yesterday. I
Yes,
saw that. I said, "Oh,
yes, yes.
um,
That's tomorrow. That's
mm-hmm.
tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. So today we have Venus sextile Pallas Athena.
Oh, nice.
Uh, so that's a good opportunity to
Yeah,
actually, Venus is about relationships and our finances and budget, so we can strategize. This is like a great opportunity for us to make new plan or strategy, how we want to move forward with even with our budgets, money wise, or and relationships, of course. So that's or beauty treatments,
right.
because.
Now, Pallas,
because
tell us about a little bit something about Pallas Athena.
uh, Yeah, she's lovely. I love Pallas. She was the goddess of war and wisdom. She's like a sister of Mars, but she's the smart one, I say. So she will always avoid confrontation.
She's strategic.
Um,
Yeah, she's strategic.
yes.
Yes.
So if she will always go and choose the other way instead of going directly and force it, like Mars. Mars just goes and he wants
Right.
to fight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So she thinks like, okay, how can we resolve this situation without physical action? How can we,
Yeah.
and use our smarts? Okay. So that's today. So today is Venus sextile Pallas, and tomorrow is Venus conjunct Chiron. So I'll talk about both. So Pallas is also she's kind of combining. She has this emotional intelligence. She's all about practical, critical thinking, about problem solving, about creative solving. It's about connecting the yin and yang
Oh,
in our in. So
yes.
she uses also, she wants to make the heart and the mind happy. Okay,
Excellent. Yes.
so she kind of finds the middle ground.
Synergy creates
She's
a
Yes,
synergistic. Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent.
She's for justice, for fairness.
Hmm.
She also represents human rights, fight for human rights, for justice. Um, she's known as asexual. Let's say
Yeah.
there's a word, androgynous.
Androgynous.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that means that she's not blinded by that lust or passion or whatever, of the physical needs that other gods
Yes.
had because they were all over the
Right.
place.
Yeah.
So she was more objective in that sense. And
Yeah. She has a lot of sex chakra going on.
yeah,
Hmm.
but at the end, the gods didn't like. There was how why the capital of Greece is Athena. It's for her. So they asked gods, how can they what the gods can do to protect their people,
Hmm.
and whoever had the best solution would become a carrier of that city. Okay, so why did Athena win? So there was another guy, and I don't know who it is, I forgot, but the other guy had a solution. Oh, I will bring water from the sea and the city, and the people will have water. And then God say, yes, that's a good idea, but that water is salty, so that's not the best idea. And then she came up with an olive tree
Yes.
idea. She said,
Yes, I do remember that. Okay,
yeah.
yes. Hmm.
So olive tree, it brings oil, it brings food, it's long lasting, it can last for centuries, right?
Right.
And it will bring good for people for the long period. So she was thinking ahead, had a vision.
Hmm.
That's part of her. And then the gods gave her the name of the city. That's where Athens came. But at the end, they also told her, look, because you're a woman and blah, 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 you cannot have all the rights as a goddess. So there's always with Pallas, another side of Pallas is like where we have smarts, but we sometimes are not brave enough to tell the
Yes.
world or to
Yes.
express
We
ourselves
minimize
because
ourselves. Uh-huh.
yes,
Hmm.
because she, because of the discrimination.
Yeah, but that's why the city
And,
is called Athens and not Athena. See, that what won't even
yes,
acknowledge that it's a female name for a
yes,
female. Yeah. Hmm.
yes. So that's wherever the Athena is in our charts, it's where we have the smarts and the brains, but we are sometimes afraid to show them because we feel that we're going to be discriminated or humiliated or just making
Not
fun
heard
of
or
people,
whatever. Yes.
not heard,
Yes.
whatever. So,
Hmm.
so that's the point. But if we
Excellent.
use but if we use it right, but she's also, she's fighting for her rights and
Yeah.
for everybody. It's very
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
she's a
Wake up.
justice.
Yes.
She was smart. Remember the story of Medusa,
Yes.
and all
Absolutely.
this stuff. She's involved in that as well. On that note, if anybody's interested, I'm going to have a lecture for ISAR on June 15,
Oh,
the the art of strategic thinking when Mercury meets Pallas Athena. So I'm going to talk about that.
good.
So you can
Good.
check their page and register. Yes, yes, that's it. So that's good.
Excellent.
Tomorrow, Venus and Chiron is, I love it because it's in Aries. So this is
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
self-care and self-love. That's
Yes.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
simple, take care of yourself
Yes.
first,
Do
put
you.
the
It's a
mask.
real do you. It's a real do you. Mm-hmm.
It's double thing, do you, because if you want to, be smart, do you. Just because, when they say when you're in an airplane, if
Yes.
something happens, you have to put mask on yourself first. So this is the energy tomorrow. So think about yourself. Leo moon is also about self and heart and our so we can be a little bit self-centered this weekend.
Right.
I think we are
Yeah.
allowed,
Yes.
and don't have guilty conscience this
Right.
weekend. It's only a
Yes.
couple of days
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
okay?
Take the couple of days. Take the Gemini days. Take 2 days and say
Yes,
me, 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 me. You know?
yes.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not okay,
Nobody's
nobody's going to be okay
okay.
at the
Yeah.
end.
Yes.
At the
Exactly.
end.
Well, that is true. If I'm not okay, then nobody's gonna love me. Yeah, that is true.
Happy wife, happy
Happy
home.
life.
Is that how
Happy
happy
life. Yeah.
life? Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Happy
Mm-hmm.
wife, happy life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I always, I mean, this is for everybody. I don't want to be discriminating men. And this is also they also need to take self-care.
Yeah.
But usually women hold three corners of a house
Yes.
so that's why they
Yeah.
need more, they need three times more self-care.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's right.
Right?
It's the truth.
Yeah. Then we're going to have a couple of days in the beginning of the week, a little bit of struggle because the moon, she's going to be in Virgo and she's going to square the sun in Gemini and square Mercury in Gemini and square Jupiter in Gemini.
Wow.
And so it's going to be a little bit of a challenging. Moon in Virgo by itself, it can be a lot of, self-criticism or so if you take care of yourself this weekend, don't go guilty conscious on Monday. Oh my God, I should have done this. I should have been more of service. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that can happen, after a high,
Yes.
there's like a critical
No.
low from Virgo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just make that a Monday, Tuesday, but you can do a lot of things. It's a first quarter moon anyway. And because it's in Virgo, you can do a lot of things. To-do lists. Go by your to-do list. Just go and do your everyday stuff. You do the shopping, the grocery shoppings for the week. You do the whatever. Put the gas in the car if you have to, like those kind of things. Just focus on that. Don't think about big picture. Do those little things. Do meal prep if you do.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the gym. Whatever your daily routine is, just focus on daily routines, do the laundry, whatever you need to do so that's Monday, Tuesday, and forget about big picture at the moment. But do the little things. If you have to go to the
Yeah.
post office or to the bank or,
Yeah.
all those little things,
I
whatever,
like what imaginary
online.
restaurant said. Don't be shitty about yourself. In other words, I should do this. I should be doing that. I love that. Don't be shitty about
I
yourself.
love it.
Yeah.
I love that. Don't be
I
shooty.
gotta remember that. Yeah. Are you being shitty? Yeah, I'm being shitty. Yes.
Be a Woody. Be a Woody.
Yeah, Woody. Yes. Oh, that's
You're
yeah.
crazy. I'm telling you this
Yeah.
Gemini brain
Yeah.
on the wild, out of bounds brain.
Yes. Oh,
Don't be shooty. I like that. That is very
yes.
good. Thanks so much for that. Well, the shine, and then after on Wednesday we are in a much better
Okay.
territory. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday
Yes.
to
Happy
me on a much
birthday to
better
you on
territory.
Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the moon? What's the
So
moon
we
on Wednesday?
so the moon changes sign for Eastern time here at 9:38. She's gonna go into Libra.
A.M. A.M. Okay.
A.m. 9:38 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Which means that you, JeMaja, for your birthday, you're gonna have moon in Libra, which is your natal
My
moon.
natal moon. Yeah.
So that means that this year you're going to be really in touch with your feelings and needs and emotions. So this is very good. When this happens, um, those solar returns are pretty cool because your sun and the moon are in the same sign. So it's very natural to you. It's something that you were born with. So that's good. Just a note.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So after night, first thing that Libra moon does is going to post Saturn and Neptune. So that's going to be a little bit Wednesday morning, a little bit maybe tight, uptight, or with some tensions with the positions. Maybe going to be some push and pulls. But after 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, when the opposition to Neptune is gone, only lovely things. Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, all day. Lovely, lovely, lovely things. With this moon, she's going to trine Pluto, trine the Sun, sextile Mars, trine Mercury, trine Jupiter. Beautiful. You're going to have a beautiful birthday. Beautiful.
Okay.
Not
Excellent.
only that, not only Venus is entering Taurus, where she's at
Oh,
home
like
on
really she's
Friday for
at
your
home.
birthday.
Yes.
For your birthday. So she's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be
Oh,
happy.
that's great. That's
I love
great.
this. So Wednesday afternoon, also we have Venus sextile. Before she goes to Taurus, she's going to sextile Jupiter. Two benefics having a beautiful thing. That's going to be late Wednesday night. So all day, afternoon after this opposition to Neptune is gone, you can use this to manifest, to put out there. It's a fortune and abundance can come your way. It's a good election time to do things.
Okay.
Yes. Right, so that's going to be beautiful. I love that. On Thursday, Mercury is going to sextile Mars. So this is also an opportunity for us to put the ideas out, to converse what we need. All these things that I mentioned last week for New Moon in Gemini, now we have like a repetition opportunity to put it in the world. Everything that, send
Okay.
those emails, whatever we
Yeah.
feel that we want to do, right? And then on Friday, when Venus is entering Taurus, that day we have Mercury trine Pallas Athena. So that's again a great opportunity to plan and strategize and make blueprints and whatever we want to do. And Mercury is going to sextile Chiron. So that's again another healing with words, or maybe you
It
want
will be. Yeah.
some kind of maybe Chiron is a teacher and a mentor as
Absolutely.
well. So he's a smart guy. So
Mm-hmm.
I always say when Chiron is in a good aspect to some of the planets, think about experience from your life. What did you learn from your own experience? And try to apply it now. Use your own or other people's experience, But when we sometimes hear about stories and we think, oh, that person went through this. Try to learn something from those stories. What did you know? How can you help yourself?
Yeah.
Think about all that. Yeah,
What's the
right?
aspect between
It's
Chiron and Mercury?
Mercury sextile
Sextile.
Chiron. So
Oh,
it's
very
yeah.
nice. Okay. Yeah.
So
All right.
sextiles sextile they need us to act. They
Acts,
won't
yes.
help us otherwise, right? So, but it's that's what we call it opportunity aspect, because it's a shame to waste
Right.
it. You just need to do something about it. So think about, maybe you want to do a guided meditation. Maybe you want to talk to somebody, like have a therapy session. Maybe some kind of thing. This is very good, right? Because you want to put your mind. Maybe you want to join some kind of group and talk to the people who have same issues, or maybe same situations. Maybe you find this is an opportunity to open up.
Yeah.
Okay, Chiron is in Aries, to talk about yourself
Yeah.
more. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't have guilty conscience. Don't put all this. Many people are
Don't be
going through
shooty.
many.
Don't be shooty. Yeah,
Don't
don't
be
be
shitty.
shooty.
But with the hard situations in our lives, people,
Yeah.
it's hard for us to be vulnerable and open up and talk about
Right.
it
Yeah.
in a safe
Yeah.
environment, because it's very vulnerable, right? But this is opportunity to find you some kind of safe environment and speak up your truth.
Interesting. So I have a couple of clients that day, and I know that
Great.
no, but they've told me that they have some difficult situations they want to talk to me about, and I said, so it's interesting how we have appointments in that day. So that's a day that I think the universe told them, book that day. That's a good day. It'll be easier for you
Very,
to
yes.
come out with it.
And
It'd
for
be, yeah.
even for you, because the moon is in Libra, which you understand, right? It's your
Yes.
birthday. Your sun is in the same, so you're going to also be able to help them more with that
Yes.
energy, right?
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's beautiful. Then late Friday night, around 10:20 p.m., the moon is entering Scorpio, and then it's again a couple of days of
Oh, that's so funny
not
because
so.
my birth time is 10:18, so it just misses my birth time.
Yeah, no, but solar return, you know how
Oh,
it changes? It
that's
can be even
true.
day before.
Day
It can be even day
before.
before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes,
Like
yes.
for me, it's actually on the third late, like 11 at 8
Mm.
p.m. for me. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know
The
what mine
exact.
is. I gotta look and
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah. Just go, there's
Yeah, yeah.
AstroSeek, Astro.com.
Yeah,
There's all
Astro
these,
Seek or yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they can calculate for you. If you, or I can send it to you if you want. That's no
Please,
problem. I'll
I
send you
want you
the
to
chart.
send it. Yeah, because I would
Yes,
trust
I'll
yours.
send you the chart and tell you some birthday stuff. So overall, it's a bish and mash a week,
Mm-hmm.
but it's on the good side, because from
It is.
Wednesday
It is.
from this Libra moon is extra good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like extra good. So we use it, like just like the Gemini moon was
Right.
last year, last week, extra good. This Leo moon is extra good, and this Libra
Libra.
moon is extra good,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Because yeah, so I'm really happy about it. Later we're gonna mid-month, they're gonna be, when Jupiter enters
Cancer.
Cancer, it's gonna square Saturn and Neptune. Then we're gonna have like a mid-month crisis, let's say. Not middle life, but mid-month crisis.
Mid-month. That's so funny. So it's gonna square Saturn. You said,
And Neptune.
ooh,
So
okay,
so I remember, whatever Jupiter touches, it makes
bigger.
it bigger. So
Yeah,
if you have any fears or confusions, he's just going to make them large. But if we are good, like if we have discipline and a healthy imagination or something, then it's going to enlarge that. So whatever you put, whatever how however you want to use this Saturn Neptune energy, Jupiter is going to make it bigger. So make sure that when you go on a positive side with it. Okay, so think about Saturn in Aries. We talked about it already. It's about being courageous, or actually, despite the fear, still do it. You know
right.
how
Okay.
that's what courage for me
Yeah,
is. Being afraid but still doing
still
it,
doing
not
it.
just
Yes.
not being afraid and doing it, right? So that's what Saturn wants us to do.
But now Neptune's
And we are,
is a mix. So Neptune has a tendency to diffuse whatever it is near. It
yes.
can do that. That's one of the things it can do.
Yeah, so on a negative side, we can use this Neptune to escape
Hmm.
and just portray ourselves, or just in our heads. Like, for example, imagination. I'm my own hero. I'm the best, but there's no foundation, and so to think that way. So you know,
No
so
basis of truth. No basis in truth.
yes,
Yeah.
but on the other side, Saturn will tell Neptune, look,
Yeah.
yes, you are a hero, but you need to prove it,
Right.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So they're
Saturn
kind
will
of
do that.
so
Hmm.
I kind of like this energy together, because one, if they find the middle
Hmm.
ground, then it's good, right?
Right.
Right. This one a little bit dissolves. This one a little bit makes the structure to this one. So kind of
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
depends who wins
Right.
which
Yes.
battle.
Yeah. Because
Who wins?
there's a range of potential.
Yes,
A range of
and
potentials.
they're both in Aries, so they're both competitive. I want to win on my side. No, 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 no.
Okay.
I
Right.
want to be on my
Right.
side,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So, is it going to be, excuse me, Saturn or Neptune? Who is
Mm-hmm.
going to win this battle? So, I think we're going to experience this battle between escaping and just, and then, but then feeling that we need to do it because now it's the time. If not now,
Right.
when? Kind of, we're going to have this dilemma. And Jupiter can just enlarge that, like all over the top and blow it out of proportion. So, yeah. And it's going to be emotional component. So when Jupiter leaves Gemini, he was in our heads for a year. So there was a lot of ideas. There was
Yeah.
fake news, this and that. So now he's going to switch and we're going to be more emotionally involved
Yes.
in our decision making. So he's touching this. So now we need to feel secure and safe to jump.
Yes. Right. Because it's the
When
big
he,
thing. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, when he was in Gemini, he didn't care. He was
Mm-mm.
just
Mm-mm.
jumping from this to
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
blah,
Flitting
blah,
about.
blah.
Yes. Over here. Over there. Over there. Yes.
So now we won't be, we need to feel secure and safe, and there's going to be an emotional component to this configuration as well.
Mm.
On a global level, it's about social rights and social. Like, we're going to be more involved with social rights and what is happening in around us. Cancer is always what is happening in our
Right.
home being our country. We're going to be
Country.
more
Yes.
right. So and then, yeah, so there's going to be that component as well.
Hmm.
With this Saturn and Neptune, it's not going to be, so it's going to pass. It's going to last just in June. After that, it's going to be fine. Jupiter is going to go his way. But this is the last square. Remember, we had the first square last August, then I think for Christmas Eve or Christmas, and then this is the last one out of 3 squares.
Oh,
This
right.
is a
Yes.
biggie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. This is
but
a
but this
biggie, though.
is
This is a biggie.
this
Yes.
is a biggie because it's
Mm-hmm.
on the world point,
Ah.
as Anne always says, 0 degrees Cancer. It's a world
Yes.
point,
It's a real point.
and so we're gonna feel it. So we're gonna feel it in the world's news. You're gonna feel that this energy, like I'm wondering how will people protest more? What will really happen? And I know that in the U.S. there's a parade coming up, and I know that this is going to be just where this square is happening, mid-month crisis.
Oh, see.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm wondering how will this play a role
Well,
in
I think it's
everything?
good.
But
No, I think it will play a role.
yes, it
And
will.
there's so many things
Yeah.
converging right now where people are really fed up. Even those who at one point supported this
Yeah.
idiot,
Yeah.
supported Taco. And people aren't
Yeah.
on for tacos anymore. People aren't
Yeah.
down
You
for
can see
tacos.
I was just today a little bit watching to see what's happening with Elon Musk. Why did he leave? What is happening? So, I'm still, Jupiter is still in Gemini. There's lots of fake news, lots of things.
Hmm.
But just the thing that he is leaving, like we know that he's
Yeah.
leaving,
Yeah.
something did happen. We
Something did
don't know what.
happen.
We can
Hmm.
speculate. So there's, and I remember I told you a few months ago this love cannot last for long, and it didn't. Not even a half a
No,
year.
I think
Not even a
yeah, I
half
think
a
a lot of us
year.
knew that one wouldn't work. I mean, because it's too
Yeah.
much. He was getting too much. Yeah, but the two personalities we
Anyway,
knew wouldn't. Yeah, but we'll see
yeah.
something, and that's which is good. I think we all looking. We'll see some resolve or something that will come out. Something, some type of uh, proof will be in the pudding soon. I think we'll see some things.
Yeah. On the other hand, I'm afraid that he got what he wanted, money
Yes, money
wise,
and information. Absolutely.
and oh, I have it. I used you. You used me. Whatever. Whoever used who, and then bye bye. So I
Yeah,
don't know. It's all very
it is.
irresponsible. It's just anyway.
Hmm.
But I just want to make sure that you guys are safe. So whoever is in the U.S. mid month crisis, this is how I call it. Please be careful. It's going to be wild. I feel. So just take care of yourselves. Whatever you do, because I think people are really wanna now um, step up and be on the streets more than before with this in
I
June.
agree. Yeah, I think it will. We will see some, and this is the we have Flag Day on the 14th of June. Um,
Mm,
excuse me. Itself Taco's birthday. I think it's the 14th
yes,
of June.
yes.
Um, and people really taking umbrage with the fact of all the this whole big beautiful bill and stuff is coming out about it.
Yeah.
There's been some town halls where a woman said, "Well, we all gonna die. So what? Your Medicare is cut off. We all gonna die." I mean, it's just so many things have been building, Jasmine. So which is it has to happen that way. So yeah, you're right. We should all be careful, but. If you decide to, if there's a protest or whatever, but just be aware of your
I
surroundings.
remember June is Juneteenth. June 19th
Yeah,
is always a Juneteenth. So
yes.
so
Yeah,
that's also close to this date. So that's gonna be just I think this we'll notice June. I think
yeah,
this year we will know that June was we will
yeah,
remember June.
yeah. And I think, well, Juneteenth
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a celebration for a group and situation, and we're staying out of it. Again, you do your thing. We're just picnic and do our thing, and be very careful. We know exactly what's going on in
yeah,
this country.
yeah,
We've been knowing. Now everyone can see the level
mm,
of racism and whatever that still
yeah. It's
exists
it's
in this
terrible.
country.
Oh
Yep,
yes,
yep.
oh yes.
Yeah, people didn't believe me.
I
This is for me has been very vindicating, especially with talking to my European friends, thinking that because we have Oprah and Obama that things are better. No, they're not as good as they've
hmm.
gotten better, but nowhere near. There's still been that underpinning of just irrational hate for what purpose?
Uh,
So um, you know
yeah, yeah, I was just talking to my husband the other day. The problem that I find is that from generation to generation, we pass on this hatred to our kids.
yes,
You know how
yes.
that's what
Oh,
scares
and
me.
we also have Gay Pride Month. This is Gay Pride
But
Month.
that's what I'm saying. That's yeah.
Also gonna
There's
be a
so many
problem.
things happening. Lots of things happening in June. So,
Yes, I
um,
have some of my shouldn't say some of my gay. I
mm,
have a lot of gay friends, but
yeah.
and who come to for the parade here and different other things and events. And usually I catch up with some of them that live out of state now, and so we're all saying just to be careful
I'm
because
I'm wondering how many are going to come to Canada in Toronto specifically. Toronto has a very big
oh
pride. It's one of
oh
the biggest in the world. It's the
wow
biggest. It's an even bigger event in Toronto than Toronto Film Festival. That's how big Pride is in Toronto. So I'm just wondering if
you may
many
have
of
more. I think a
U.S.
lot of the ones that would come to New York and L.A.
Yeah,
would probably go to
yeah.
Toronto. I wouldn't.
Especially the New
Yeah,
York people. I think the
to the New York people.
Upper New
Yes,
State and yeah.
yes.
So we'll see
Oh, that's good to
how
know.
that goes.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's something to just think about when you think about June. What can you feel? But on everyday level, there are some good days. Even this week, of course. So you can use them for good, right? So for your
Excellent.
own
Yeah, I think this is good.
prosperity.
Yes, prosperity. Yes, it does feel like a very, very prosperous. The energy of the
Yeah.
week feels good. Feels like it's going to be the week like the weeks we used to have before all the stuff
Yes,
went to hell.
I know. I was
So,
surprised. I was surprised last week with the moon in Cancer. I was so
oh,
emotional. I was crying. I
you
don't
were
know why. Like
surprised?
it's
Okay.
yes. Like
Yes.
usually I don't know. It really hit me.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the high of the new moon in Gemini.
Yeah.
Everything was so in air. Like there was
Right.
no water, no earth. Everything is all of
Yes.
a sudden this water hit me. Like oosh,
Yeah.
like I got
I
nostalgic. I
know.
got
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, I've been
so that's
experiencing more
interesting.
of that
Mm.
this year than ever before, I think, in my life that I can recall. It's been intense moments of that, but between Pisces and there's like, oh, this is like get over Pisces stuff, and
Yes.
here comes Cancer. I'm like, really? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
but it's also been very heart opening and heart clearing. And a friend of mine, who, well, let's say we're on different sides of the of um of
Equation
of
of
history,
the equation
of the
of the
equation right
equation.
now. But she has a good saying, which I'm going to attribute to her, is that sometimes the tears, sometimes the soul needs a little washing.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
tell people, yeah, cry. It's good to just sort of like cry
I like
for
that.
happiness, cry for sadness, or cry for, even we know that other people are suffering. The poor people in Gaza, the Ukrainians. We know people
Oh,
are
that's
suffering,
yeah, yeah,
and I know that that's whether we know it or not. I think most of us who are listening here know that this all impacts us and our systems. And we have some solar flares. We have a lot of solar
yeah,
activity right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
um, so this is impacting and coming down, and we're trying to our nervous systems are trying to digest it and manage it.
Yes,
So that even more important is self care. because we are
Very
trying to
important.
really, get all this and digest it, and and feel out what's going on. So much change, so it's enormous amount of change and chaos,
And
chaos. Yeah.
the easiest way to self care yourself is to look at your moon
Yes, the moon. What do you
and
do your moon?
feed your moon.
Feed your
That's the
moon.
fastest way. That's the fastest way. So, for you, you have Libra moon to find peace and harmony and just
Yes.
be with somebody you can talk to in
Hmm.
peace. Share
Yeah.
a cup of tea and a little chit chat in peace.
Peace.
You
Yeah.
know, not
No.
debates and arguments.
No.
Somebody who,
Mm-mm.
right? Some kind
I don't want
of,
to discuss
or
politics. I don't even want to
no,
hear
no,
about it.
yes,
No. No.
yes.
I
So that's
can't.
that's
No.
feeding your mood.
Yeah.
Or go to a art gallery or to a
Yes.
music festival or
Beauty. Yeah.
something, some
Yes.
beauty. Surround
Yes.
yourself with something beautiful, and then
I may go to
you're
the
gonna feel.
One year I went to the Museum of Natural History. No, I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art because I wanted to see the crystal
Hmm.
installation. And let me tell you this beautiful story. So it was Dan. I went there, and it was my birthday, literally. And I said, okay, I want to go. And a lady said, maybe it's national history. And she said, oh, it's closed for renovation. And I said, oh, it's my birthday. So she said, listen, I have 2 tickets because my niece and nephew were supposed to meet me. I said, well, all I need is one. She gave me an all access pass that whole
Oh
day.
my lord!
It's
Wow.
just that kind of, what I mean? That kind of,
I
that was a
love that.
boom because I didn't get angry. I said, "Oh, I love crystal work. I work with crystals. I wanted to see the crystal exhibit for my birthday." I said, "But I'll go see the whales." You know what I mean? I'll go see the, whatever you have.
A great tip for you and for me, for everybody who has birthday. So Frank Clifford says, I'm giving him credit for this. Oh, for your solar return, look when it starts, what time it starts, which day. So if it's day before something, and the 24 hours of your solar return, do something you want to do in the year ahead. So for example, if you want to travel to Bali, spend 15 minutes looking Bali on internet. Or if you want to spend time with family, make sure that you contact family or spend some time with them. If you want to cook more, cook a meal that day. If you want to, so in those 24 hours, do a little bit of everything that you want to do in the next 24 hours. He says it's the best manifestation for solar return you can do.
That
I'm
sounds
already,
excellent.
I'm making a plan. What I need to do, like,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
putting
that's
a
very
list.
good. Yes. Yes.
Putting a list. So that's a good idea for all the Geminis coming up. I just thought for you because you have a birthday next week.
Yeah. Right.
Uh,
Yes.
and I'm actually going to talk to my son and ask him what does he want to do in the next year. I'll try to incorporate that in his day somehow. He might not even know, but something anyway.
Right. Right.
Whatever he wants to. Maybe he has a wish, right? We don't
Yeah.
know. He's 5, but
Exactly.
still.
Yeah. He knows enough now to
Yeah.
ask. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
that's
so,
a great tip for this. Oh yeah, and I want to mention tomorrow, if anybody wants to join Hannah and me on YouTube, I have like a little birthday celebration,
oh,
hosting astrology
oh
quiz.
yeah. You
Woohoo!
mentioned that.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's so imagine a restaurant. Go look at find your solar return chart. So it's not, you have to know exactly which 24 hours. So it might start. So you need to go and create a solar return chart. Use for that, there's 3 ways to use it. You can use your natal place of birth. You can use the place of birth where you reside now.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can
Mm-hmm.
use, you can use, if you travel, you can use the place of birth,
The
place of
place
where you at
at
the
the
moment.
moment. Yes, for your
I
birthday.
I
Yeah.
I switched to birthplace just because it's like a sun. It's your evolution of your sun through each year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then other charts can just bring another level of something. But I still feel it's your sun who you were born with it. So use your natal to see your evolution each year. What is the mission of your sun for this year? That's what solar return should
Mm-hmm.
be. So you put what is the mission of your natal sun? So that's why you use natal birth. But you need to create so you know which 24 hours is it exactly,
Yeah,
because
Astro
each year is
Seek
different.
and
And
Time Passages also has it.
yes,
Astro
and
Seek, Astro.com.
astro.com, yeah. So there's many of those. Okay, so that's how you do it because each year is different. It's not so
Yes.
you have to. It's not midnight to midnight. You need to
Right.
really calculate
Yeah.
the correct time.
Yeah.
Anyway, So tomorrow, if anybody wants to join us on YouTube, it's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
We're going to have four mystery astrologers as participants.
Yes.
It's going to be 20 questions, 20 multiple choice questions, astrology questions you can learn. You can test your own knowledge. It's going to be fun. And yeah, that was, Hannah asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? I said, you know what? I want to have an astrology
That's
quiz. That's
excellent.
my
Yes.
Gemini moon is happy. So we decided tomorrow, because it's a Leo moon, it's a beautiful day. I wanted to do it this weekend, not after the birthday, because I think tomorrow, it's Leo, it's creative, it's
Creative.
fun,
Yeah.
entertaining, it's quiz. It's quiz. Leos love,
I would join you,
and
but tomorrow I'm in a
it's
class
fine.
about crystals and sacred geometry at 2:15. So I'm
No
looking forward to that.
problem.
But
No
it'll
problem.
be on. It'll be recorded, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
watch
It
it
will
afterwards.
be recorded. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
about
it.
it, I
I don't
guess,
know.
for this week. I mean, we went
Yeah,
over a lot
yeah.
and stuff. So
It's a
yeah.
great week. When Venus comes into Taurus for the next month or so, we're gonna be so happy. She loves being in Taurus. It's a lot of abundance,
Yes.
a lot of beauty and just feeling good. So that's gonna be good. So
Good. Oh.
because she has been retrograde in Aries and in Pisces she wasn't, blah blah blah. So now she's
Mm-mm.
gonna be in her own
She's gonna
territory.
be yes. She's gonna be yeah. They'll be
Yeah.
having a nice. And that day is when is Venus in Taurus now? That's in,
On Friday, just after midnight,
oh, that's right. That's right.
before
After mid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You said that.
for
Okay.
1 a.m. Yeah, yeah. So beautiful a week ahead. Have a great week.
You too. And you have your birthday party. Adrian's birthday party is this weekend coming up
It's
too.
next Saturday.
Saturday.
I'm good. I'm good for Friday. We can meet unless you have, because it's your birthday. If you want to rearrange
No,
it, you let me
I
know.
think I
Okay.
don't. I have things. Yeah, that day is actually that day I'm not doing a whole bunch, but Saturday I may be doing something, and that Sunday.
Yes,
But yeah.
yeah. Okay, because Saturday we have a party and then we are gonna
Yeah, I
be
have
all
another
very
friend
busy.
also. She's born June 6th, so she and I are gonna meet, but we'll probably
Uh,
meet on Thursday.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. She's
that's good.
born June
I know.
sixth.
I know at least two or three people. June 6th. So it's you. It's my colleague from Ottawa. He
Yes.
was the best. He helped us so much. And I had a friend from Croatia from our dance
Oh,
group where I met my husband. So those are the three of you. Oh no, another one. I know another one. Did I ever tell you this? Back in the day in Croatia, we had so many in our dance class. We had many Geminis, and
yeah.
they had friends Geminis, and I have. So we had a Gemini party,
Oh,
literally couples. There were like a bunch of us couples together, two Geminis together. Like me and my husband were Gemini. Anyway, so there was like 3 or 4 couples Geminis plus other Geminis.
yes.
We had some other stuff. It was so funny. There was balloons. One of the Geminis, he made the balloons, and on each balloon he made a joke about each sign, like Leo's
Yes.
something. So you
Wow.
go find your balloons.
Yes.
There were some other people there who were not Geminis. We made fun of them all night. It was so this one Capricorn got
Oh,
so
oh,
mad because we were
Capricorns would
making
not.
fun.
Capricorns would get mad. Capricorns, yeah, would not. I know I'm a Capricorn rising, so I know
Yeah,
I would be giving some shade.
yeah. But we just wanted to pick him a little bit. Anyway, it was so funny. One of the best parties. It was fun, entertaining. Everybody was talking. So
Yes.
Gemini's. If you have Gemini friend, use when you're feeling down, when you're feeling a little bit depressed. Call your Gemini friends. Have a laugh. Have a nice chit chat. They will lift you up for
Yeah, that
sure.
is true. I've had friends tell me
And
that. They call me to I can make them laugh.
yes, so you have a friend for
Hmm.
everything. Geminis are usually to lift you up, to kind of come on, let's go have a drink and just to
Yeah.
forget something for a couple
Right.
of days, and
Yes.
and do something fun, right? So
Yeah.
there you go.
So, all right. But happy birthday Wednesday.
Happy, yeah, happy birthday Friday. I'll
Thank
I'll
you.
give you I'll tell you happy birthday when we see each
Yeah.
other. So we're good for next Friday.
Perfect.
Excellent. I love that.
Excellent. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Someone
Oh,
has son, daughter.
see,
Wow. Just like
there you
you.
go.
A
Yeah, just like me.
lot. Wow.
Never boring. Like that
No.
family can never boring, never boring. Okay, though.
Have a
Thanks
great rest of
everybody.
the
Thanks.
weekend. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody. And happy birthdays for everyone. Have a
Happy
birthday coming up.
birthday.
Bye bye.
Have a
Give
great
give
week.
Adrian a
Bye.
hug for me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.